Well, listen, man, talk about it. I mean, 3 wins, 3 finishes. I mean, you got quite a run going on right now. What's the feel for you?
It feels good. I just want to keep that streak going.
Yeah. Despite, I mean, the success, right? You only got to fight once last year, so I kind of wonder. Like, it feels like, in one hand, you're like in the best run of your career, but on the other hand, I'm sure one fight wasn't great for you either. So I guess how do you kind of see things right now?
I want to stay more active this year. I learned a lot of patience being in the UFC, not having to fight like 3 or 4 times a year like I was on the local circuit. It's helped me grow and develop a lot as a fighter, and I showcase it every time.
So what has been the focus? Since you haven't been able to compete, you haven't been like in full training camps. What has been, I guess, the focus during the time off?
Just getting better in every aspect that I can. Grappling, striking, however, mentally mainly. Just staying strong and learning how to manage all this time and just take in everything as it comes.
I guess happy that time is ending though now, and it's time to fight again.
Yeah, it's time to get back in my office.
Nice. What do you think about Jamie as an opponent? When you got this matchup, what do you think about it?
Jamie's a tough opponent. He's good, pretty well-rounded. He's pretty durable from what I've seen. He comes forward a lot, likes pressure. He likes to strike, but he also grapples. So it's going to be a good fight.
Featured spot on ESPN, right? Like that's kind of the lead-in. There's, I mean, does that feel like kind of a responsibility, I guess, to set the tone for the pay-per-view?
Yeah, it feels good. I always set the tone. I always have an exciting fight. As long as my opponent isn't boring, I'm gonna put on a show.
So that's why I wonder. Like on paper, this looks like it could be a lot of fireworks, right? So I mean, do you go in there and brawl with this guy, or do you go in there and you try to maybe be a little bit more technical because he does like to brawl?
We'll see how it goes. Like I feel like I'm gonna have the better hand wherever the fight goes. So if we get into some crazy exchanges, it'll be fun. If I can keep it technical and just stay long the whole fight. So we'll see. It just depends on how I feel fight night.
Nice. Full arena again. Is that something that, I mean, does that affect things? I know once you get in there, it's just a fight. But I mean, being in a full arena again, is that exciting for you?
Yeah, it's always exciting. I like having the fans there. It doesn't affect me like fight night. Like as soon as I'm in there, like I'm zoned in. But it's nice like after the fight to like interact with the fans.
I know you had to sell some tarantulas, but do you have any with you this week? Or?
Nah, I didn't bring any. I wanted to, but they made that little rule, so I left them at home.
I was gonna say, how do you travel with those things?
Dude, they're super durable. You could, as long as they have water, they're good. They can go like months without eating.
Just carry them on a plane or what?
No, I drive.
Oh, okay.
Up in SoCal, yeah. It's only like a 3-hour drive. Just drive, cruise through.
Nice. All right. Well, I guess last thing, what's ideal for you? Like I said, you got this winning streak going. Is it about going on and just keeping the win streak going, or is it about going and putting on, a bonus winning type performance? I mean, what kind of fight do we see here?
Like I think every time I've got to finish, I put on a bonus performance, and I didn't get them yet. So I'm not worried about that. I just want to keep winning at this point. The goal is just to reach the top and just keep going there.
Jalin right here. You haven't reached the judges' decisions yet in victory, but lately you've been submitting your opponents, and before that it was pretty much all knockouts. So do you now your opponents will probably expect this grappling, even though like you can't just pull it out and be like, surprise, I'm good at grappling anymore, right?
Yeah, I think as soon as I start striking them, they're still going to be surprised if I start grappling them, because it's like pick your poison at this point. I'm getting well versed on the ground, and my striking is just getting even better. I'm just evolving everywhere. So, it's like soon they're going to have no choice but to, just take on the onslaught.
Then, completely unrelated to fighting, I was going through your social media this week, and I didn't realize you were such a good skateboarder. Like I saw you hitting like switch trays and everything like that. Why in the world did you not become a professional skateboarder?
That was actually like my first goal when I was younger. I wanted to be a professional skateboarder. Life happened. I didn't have the support. I had a fear of heights, so that kind of played a big factor. I didn't do anything more than like a 12 stair, So, just kept breaking bones. Had a girlfriend, threw all that off. So that dream got kicked to the curb. But it's like riding a bike. You never forget. So I still got my tricks.
Was skateboarding harder on your body than fighting?
Way more. The things that I've accomplished in fighting, I didn't accomplish in skateboarding, and I skateboarded for like 7 years.
So what's the equivalent of a UFC championship in the skateboarding world?
Shoot, you gotta be like Nigel Houston, Chris Cole, or somebody, just have everything, every trick on lock, everything you can do possibly.
Well, it's an Olympic sport now.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I heard that Nigel came second in that. I didn't even know.
Yeah, he didn't win gold though, so that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's all good. He wins everything anyway, so.
Hey, Jalin, right here. Jalin, you're obviously one of the taller and bigger lightweights out there. As you've been going on, how is it making the weight still as you've been going in your career?
It's being made, you know. It's never easy. Cutting weight always sucks. I love food. Like, it's hard for me to just cut that out anytime. So that's the hardest part. It's part of the job. I make it every time. So, you know, I don't know.
That leads me to my question. I mean, with your frame, have you thought about, possibly 170, or is that still more further down the line from where you're at right now?
They're too big at 70, dude. I don't think I'm gonna ever fight at 70. Honestly, like as soon as I'm in camp, I'm under the 80s anyway. You know, so it doesn't really make sense weight-wise for me to fight at 70. Like until I start walking around at like 85, 90, like walking around like not like I'm training hard and I'm walking around at that weight, then I'm gonna stay at 55.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.